Today is the day. Today is the first day. Today is the first day. Today is the day that I am climbing down the intercontinental. And I am not scared anymore. I might change my mind when I get to the top of that building, but I just had a shower, had some nice messages. I guess I just reflected on what the cause is as to why I'm doing this. And I think if I can put the cause in front of the reason, in front of my fears, then I can maybe push those fears out to the side. Anyway, I'll keep vlogging, keep watching. That is what I'm climbing today. Well, I did it. I climbed up, and God am I thankful that I am back on the floor. This is the lady that basically inspired me to want to do this. Can you explain what we did, like why we did this today? Like what was the charity?
We did it today because I do volunteer work at Ronald McDonald House, where country families stay. They have to live 100 k's out of Adelaide and be using Women's and Children's Hospital. And that can have 20 families living at the house while they're having treatment. And we've got to raise money for the organisation, and Rao offered to do it.
I did, but that's because I felt very inspired by you. Colleen is 86 years young and she's kicking butt.
And I'm crazy.
So I thought I'd do a little vlog to just recount my experience of what it was like to do the abseil. So to anyone who doesn't know, on Friday this past week, I got to do some abseiling for charity. Long story short, my place of work is called ECH. If you didn't know, I work full-time there. It's essentially like a gym for people that are a little bit older, that have chronic diseases. Probably the sort of place that your mum and dad, you probably would go to. So there is a client who, her name is Colleen. She's pretty well known in the community, and she does a lot of charity work. Essentially, she asked me if I wanted to join her to do this thing that she's been doing for the past 3 years, which is abseiling down really tall buildings to raise money for the Ronald McDonald House. I wasn't too familiar with the Ronald McDonald House and the work they do, but since I found out about her, I went and researched it, and they do really, really good work. So I decided that I would abseil down with her. We went with an organisation or an event called the Adelaide City Plunge. Essentially, you have to raise a minimum of $850 so that you can do the abseil. And the goal is obviously to try and raise as much money as you can. As a collective of 4 of us, we raised just under, I think, or just over $6,500. And as a group, I think everybody that went in this together, I think it was maybe around $50,000. So really awesome organization, and it was all done for a good cause. Now, I am terrified of heights. I'm not sure if people know that or not, but it was a huge fear of mine trying to conquer to do this abseil, because I'm just really scared of them. I really don't like being scared of, I really don't like being scared of heights, and I don't like having things in my life that I feel are limitations or things that, make me really nervous. I feel like I can generally be pretty brave about most things that I don't like doing. I'm not gonna lie, I grew up in life being a bit of a scaredy cat. So as an adult, I've decided to throw myself into all the kinds of things that make me really scared. And obviously heights being one of those really big things that make me very scared. So when you do this thing, I decided not to look into it too much. So obviously I understood that I was going to be climbing down a 26-story building. I think it's 70 or 80 meters.
Right, I'm sure there's a muffin or two there.
In Adelaide, it's called the Intercontinental. I believe if you used to live here back in the day, it was called the Hyatt back then. And essentially, just a really tall building. The hardest part of abseiling is standing on that ledge. So you got to go backwards, and it's a straight fall. You have to straighten your legs, and you have to sit into the harness and work your way down the building. The actual abseiling part, once you do it and you realize what you're doing and the concept of it, it's pretty fun. And I'm not gonna lie, like I really got to enjoy it, and I was able to kind of overcome that part of me that's really scared. But I'm not gonna lie to you, like it was terrifying. It's probably hands down one of the scariest things I've ever done. So with all these vlogs, I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to convey a certain message, right? So I really thought about how am I going to get over the fear that I have right now of abseiling this or climbing down this building. And on the day of the climb, I got a good message from one of my coworkers. And she said, you know, when you're climbing down there, just think about like all the children who you're helping by raising this money for charity, and just think about how they view you. And that really put things into perspective for me, because I realized that there was something that was more important than my fear, which was the cause that I was raising the money for. And then really on personal reasons, I was doing this with a lady who's 86 years old. And when I was just looking at her and how she was handling this whole situation, and the fact that she's done it a few times, part of me was like, you know what? There's not a world where I could ever face her and not climb down this wall. So I found my big boy pants, I put them on, and I did the abseil. And it was really fun. And my message to you is, we all live in this comfort zone, right? And if you're watching my channel, maybe it's because you like to follow me, you like to see where I'm going, or because you want health and fitness information. A lot of the times what I see with clients is, especially if they're brand new to training and dieting, they're in their comfort zone, right? You're in a comfort zone where you get to eat McDonald's all the time, you don't get to exercise, you don't have to wake up early, like you're living a bit more comfortably. And sometimes breaking out of that comfort zone can seem really scary. It can be scary to go into a new gym. It can be scary going into an environment. It can be scary trying a diet for a couple of weeks, not seeing it work, and then being like, what do I do now? But trust me, some of the best things in life is I got to find out on Friday, do live maybe down the side of a 26-story building when you're just hanging there by a rope. Some of the best things in life are on the other side of your comfort zone. So my encouragement to you is, you don't have to abseil for charity, but maybe try and push your comfort zone. See if you can go past that place right now where you feel the most comfortable with yourself, and you don't know what's going to be there. But trust me, a lot of the time, it's going to be something that's going to be really wicked, really good, and it's going to help you in your life. Anyway, thank you for watching today's vlog. Take care and peace.
So Ronald McDonald House, they actually assist in excess of 350 families a year in different capacities. Obviously there's financial assistance.
Am I scared? Yes, I am.